you will have liver. You're going to have so the gallbladder, there is another that is coming here. They join with the this one is bile duct, hepatic duct. Both of them joins to become common bile duct.
Common bile duct, yeah.
They go into the duodenum, second part of the duodenum, and then there also pancreas is here. Head of pancreas is here, and its tail is here. So together they go into the small intestine to the ampulla of Watson. So you see, all blood coming from the intestine goes into the liver, and from the liver goes into the. So here we can draw our vein here, because vein always follow artery.
Yeah.
So then here, if we have the heart somewhere here, then so inferior vena cava will be coming from here, from the liver, although it's going to collect something from the thoracic wall. Yeah. So now this blood that is supposed to be going from the liver to the inferior vena cava, now liver is damaged. Blood that is coming from here will not be able to go to this place, so it will be getting accumulated in the intestine.
Yeah.
And then also you remember that there is esophagus also that is coming into the stomach.
Yeah.
So, and then you see that from here we also have communication between the gastric, because left gastric artery also comes from here. Left gastric artery comes from here, and then from the same region, from the same portal, there is also one that goes into the liver. You understand? So there is like communication between them. So when there is problem with the liver, some of the blood that are supposed to be going here, they will be returning to here.
Esophagus, yeah.
They will be returning to here. You understand?
Correct, yeah.
So if it is returning to here, but stomach does not have where it will keep this blood, so it's going to be going into the esophageal arteries and things. You understand? So as they get accumulated here, then esophageal varices develops. And then as they get accumulated in the small intestine too, because in the intestine there is no space where blood can remain, but they will have to go to the arteries where there is communication between the portal and the systemic circulation. Systemic circulation is another name for cava circulation.
Cava circulation.
So now with that one that you see, so the systemic, it goes to systemic circulation, and then so as it goes back to the systemic circulation, there's going to be distension, because in the systemic circulation the pressure is higher than in the portal system. You understand? So instead of it going to the systemic circulation, it's going to lead to the extension of the rectal veins.
Rectal veins.
You understand? Not rectal artery, but rectal vein. So distension of these rectal veins is what they refer to as hemorrhoids. So these hemorrhoids now can be of maybe minor and major, but you understand? So it can lead to what we refer to as prolapse.
So it means that when this blood comes to the rectum, it's called hemorrhoids. Like esophageal varices, at rectum is called hemorrhoids.
Yes. Social phrases.
Hemorrhoids.
Caput medusae, hemorrhoids.
Which one, Mansur? Caput what?
Caput medusae, I wrote it here. Head of medusa.
Head of medusa. Mansur, which is medusa, please? Caput medusa.
It is in this one. It is in here in the. You have body. Then you have this one, umbilicus.
Yeah.
So there's going to be, this is what they call caput medusae.
Caput medusae.
In some Greek many years ago, there is a king. That king, she is woman, but she has in her head, caput in her head, there is a lot of snake.
Snake?
Yeah. She is a very beautiful lady, but in her head, she is always having like
snake hair.
Yeah. So that is why they call this disease in the umbilicus. They say this disease looks like the head of the medusa. They call it caput medusae.
Caput medusae, yeah. So it means that monster from umbilical it will be like nerves will be appear like that.
Mm-hmm. No, so in veins, why now?
Veins, yeah.
Yeah.
So caput medusae.
You see the veins will be there, and then they will be distended.
Caput medusae, distended, yeah.
So it is like that. It is the pathogenesis of the whole thing.
Correct.
Okay. So in a recap from the question, they have asked anatomical surgical substantiation of the operative method of the rectal prolapse. Now, you know what is rectal prolapse?
Rectal prolapse, yeah, I know.
You know what types of rectal prolapse you can have?
Minor and major.
So it is possible you see another name for this minor and major. You understand?
Yeah.
But now you know what is the difference between them.
Yeah.
So after the rectal prolapse, if you have the minor rectal prolapse, the treatment for this is going to be just therapeutic. Just use drugs
for minor.
Mm-hmm.
But
if you want to
all rectal
for the major rectal prolapse, then you have to do surgery. And then based on this, although there's still a lot of talk, but it's going to be on another question. I think you're still going to come across, because now we have talked about it based on this distension of the veins in around the rectum. But we can also have tumor in this region. In this region, we can have
the rectal.
tumor. Yeah.
Tumor.
And then for tumor, there is no drugs to treat. There's
only
surgery. And if you want to do this surgery, it's going to be complete questions that you are going to answer, because based
on other variants you see this question,
probably based on these layers of the rectum, based on this part of the rectum, we have how many parts of the rectum?
How many parts of the rectum? 3.
Yeah, superior, middle, and inferior.
Yeah.
So depending on the location of the tumor, then we are going to determine what type of surgery we are going to carry out. But this one is not going to be a question for this one. As far as you can identify all these relevant possible questions they are going to ask, you don't have a problem. How was your class? Your friends came recently. That girl that was here yesterday, she was here. I thought she was with
Thelma.
No, not Thelma. The one that came here yesterday.
Molenga,
yeah.
Oh, I saw her.
Okay. She just left, actually. Okay. So, in this case now, we've been able to identify what rectal prolapse are, then and the operative method that you are going to use. But although and then of course you understand that the treatments can be surgical
or therapeutic,
depending on the type of. And then anatomical surgical substantiation, you already know what you understand how the anatomical structure are affected because of this disease. You understand? But primarily, if you can remember all these things, these are the questions they are going to ask based on this. And this knowledge is enough. We are still going to come across some questions that you will use this knowledge to answer.
Okay.
Okay, so we will have some short break while we